My first question that I always ask is, okay, to you, what is the union? And that question is generally a stumper, right? I don't know what the union is, Matt. And then it becomes this kind of conversation about, well, you are the union. You influence what we do.
We need everybody because one voice is very easy to squash and to vilify. If every teacher in the state is complaining to the right people and they're fighting to make a change, things will change.
You know, NJEA is not a place. Like, I am NJEA and I'm part of the workings of it, and what I say matters.
This is your Weingarten right. This is what it means. This is why it exists. If you're in a meeting and things aren't going well, you need to stop the meeting and notify us immediately. Well, I think our members received the information about Weingarten so well because they didn't realize it existed. So they kind of thought if they were in a meeting where they were being disciplined and they thought it was unfair, they just kind of had to sit there and just take it.
NJEA keeps us very informed of what's going on. I mean, we get emails all the time. And I like them because they're short, they're to the point, and they really get the message across.
We can't go out and focus every day on every issue that goes before Congress and in our towns and at a county level and in our districts. So there needs to be a filtration system so that we can say, hey, this is really important and this is what we need you to focus on today so that you can do your job better tomorrow.
You know that you're not the only one going through it. It's kind of an association of all teachers going through it together and trying to see what we can do, if not to remove it, to at least make it easier or make it better for us, and keep informed about all the things that are going to make an impact on our teaching as well.
Certain situations come up that you cannot, even with many years of experience, have a knowledge of. So the local UNISERV office, the local president, they become, in fact, the go-to source for the direction in which a teacher should proceed.
I know that I have somebody there who knows their stuff and knows all the laws that I can't possibly know everything about. So I think it's very helpful that I have my UNISERV reps behind me.
So many people are confused by SGOs, SGPs, the Danielson evaluation model, or Marzano, or McCrell, whichever one those districts have. The district is going to give you their version of the new evaluation regs, whereas NJEA can really kind of disseminate what the new regs actually say and what the implications for classroom practice are. And generally, in my experience, especially as a consultant, they're very different. What actually is and what members are told, very different.
There's tons of resources on the NJEA website. You can access, political types of information, how you can get involved that way, but then again, professional development, different classes or things you could take. They also have a lot of connections that you can get, discounts on different things that you may need. Whether it's hotels or car rentals or buying a car or financing a car or something, usually the first reaction I get is surprise. Oh, I had no idea that was available through NJEA.
Legal services are important. You need to protect yourself. There are people who are ready to talk you through it, and also, they work with teachers, so they understand the things that teachers go through. So if you get your own personal lawyer who probably does other things that doesn't deal with teachers, they may not know all the rules and all the things that go on in the classroom. So it's better to know that you do have legal services through NJEA.
You can get involved with pride and doing things for the community. And I think when you start becoming a part of that and you start seeing your place in the union, then you'll start to learn more about what else the union has to offer.
We had the idea to get Christmas trees purchased through the Pride program, and together we all got together on a Saturday afternoon. We handed out Christmas trees to families that needed it. And I still get chills thinking about that. Nothing's gonna stay with me longer than that.
I wanted to start a Ladies of Leadership Club because I do feel it's important for ladies to learn how to be leaders and to know that through NJEA that it actually can be done, because I have an organization and I have an association that's on my side who would be willing to help any way that they actually can. So it's very comforting again.
My mother is also in NJEA. She is a paraprofessional, and she is also very involved. So teachers are not the only people who can be actively involved in NJEA. My mom, actually at her local, is on the executive committee. She goes to an ESP conference that she loves to go to. She goes every year, but she also goes to convention. When we go to convention, we go together.
This past year, I was able to convince a couple of younger members to come to convention in November. Then being there was kind of like, I didn't know all this happened. What is going on here? This is an amazing thing. I can do all this.
There are tons of different workshops going on, and you get credit for it.
Membership means inclusion.
Once you feel empowered, you understand that you feel empowered because you are one of 200,000.
That's what makes this profession great, is that we're all involved all the time.
Living your profession in a way that is positive, that's meaningful, and at the end of the day, accomplishes the goals that you set for yourself.
NJEA is not a place. Like, I am NJEA, and what I say matters.